Greetings, communication and organization. I just wanted to have a midweek check-in with you guys to discuss your video diary entries, as well as to talk a little bit about your midterm exam that's due next week, your short paper, and to kind of gauge your thoughts on the progress of the course at this moment. So, first, let me begin by talking about video diary entry number 2. When I tell you, I am extremely elated to see what is going on inside of your video group diaries. Video group diary number 5, you guys get a shout out and a high five from Dr. Murray because their group has went beyond some of my expectations of this assignment. I really wanted you guys to be able to have a safe space where you can discuss your thoughts. Doesn't mean that you have to agree about what's happening in organizations and what's going on with the material, but it's a safe space for you to actually discuss what's happening. And that's what I see going on in multiple groups, but I really wanted to give a shout out to Group 5, mainly because they're going above and beyond. They're not just responding to one person or getting those 4 responses in, but they're actually talking and engaging in the subject matter and the material. I like the fact that many of you guys decided to talk about an organization that's in crisis and use Bluebell as the perfect example. Even though I was raised on Bluebell, you guys know I'm not a Texan, I have struggled with this idea of still supporting this organization, and then this morning I hear that they're rolling out new flavors, and I feel so torn because when I think about corporate social responsibility as well as potentially killing people, and I don't know, this is a whole nother subject that I would love to talk to you guys about more, and we will be bringing it up later on in the semester, so I'll hold my thoughts about that particular topic. I did also want to say that there has been some really interesting conversations going on regarding Melissa Meyer and people's opinions supporting the 2-week vacation from work, as she's putting it, versus the 2 weeks of allowing herself to heal. And so I am very appreciative of your comments, and I'm also extremely appreciative of the respect that you show to your classmates that you may not necessarily agree with regarding this topic. There's something else that I wanted to discuss when it came to your video diary entry, and I'm scrolling up to make sure I address this in a very tactful manner. I've received an email from at least 3 different students in other video diary groups that have expressed concern because they have colleagues that did not complete the assignment, which is making it hard for them to actually participate, meaning 2 or 3 people have only completed the video diary entry, and so they can't get their 4 entries or their 4 responses. So there are 2 things that come to mind. One, this is the perfect example of systems theory and how it works. You all cannot receive the full benefit of the class and the assignment because there are other parts of the system that are not actively participating. The second idea is I want us to use this as a time to, 1, encourage our classmates that we can see they didn't post, they haven't said anything, and I encourage you all to send them a friendly email and say, hey, we're still at the beginning, we're moving into the midterm. Don't allow these 50 points that you're going to need come December to creep up and knock you out of the game. In addition, I don't want any student to not have the opportunity to actively participate and engage in the course material. And then you don't want to harm your other classmates and the grades that they are going to actually work hard to receive and earn in this course. With that being said, to those students and those group members that are actually suffering in some ways and not having a significant amount of people to respond to, I do suggest that you all go ahead and move forward and engage in communication. This is a challenge for you to stretch your brain and to talk more about the material that we've actually discussed in the class, and to go beyond those questions that I've asked, and to tackle some other issues that have happened in the course over the last 4 weeks. But you still have to get those 4 posts in, even if you're talking about other topics within the last month. And so I hope that answers those questions from those students that I promised I would respond to in this video. A few housekeeping items. Don't forget that your first short paper is due this Sunday at 11:30 p.m. via turnitin.com, and the link is under your course assignments. As of 2 p.m. today on Thursday, October 1st, only 3 people have submitted the assignments. Do not let Sunday evening creep up on you and you've not completed the assignment. We all know that technology has a way of not being friendly with us. I will let you all know that this is my second time recording this video, and what I find very funny about that is that many of you all express that, you know, Dr. Murray, I tried to upload the video or I recorded it, and that's just one of the things that we have to deal with when engaging in technology. And so you don't want Sunday evening to creep up and the Turnitin system just so happens to not accept your paper within a 2-minute time frame, i.e. you're sitting at the computer at 11:25 and you're trying to upload your paper, and Turnitin.com says it's going to take 15 minutes to process the paper. And so as a reminder, I do not take any late assignments, and so you want to make sure that you have this paper submitted beforehand. In addition, next week is your first test in communication and organizations, and so the study guide is available under the testing quizzes folder. And so make sure that you've been reading these materials and that you understand what's happening in our course. Lastly, I hope you guys have really enjoyed Chapter 6. I love discussing critical theories, the articles, the videos, the case studies that you all are reading. Will all be referenced on the course exam, and they're all available and these are questions that will all be addressed in the 3rd video diary, hence the questions at the end of my post on Tuesday. And so I want to make sure that you guys are actively looking at my PowerPoint slides. So there are videos that have been embedded in the PowerPoint slide, and I want to make sure that you guys are clicking on those slides and you're looking at those videos and how they relate. Especially one of my favorite theories deals with this idea of hegemony, and I love the video that I posted in there when we don't even realize that hegemony is at play in not only our organizations but in our everyday life. Lastly, if you guys have any, and I'm going to say any questions about the course, please feel free to send me an email or to visit me via office hours, either face-to-face or via a phone call or via UHD Zoom. I would love to hear what you guys are thinking about in terms of the course. One of the things that I like about online courses and online learning is that I'm able to attract students that live in Clear Lake. I know many of you guys have said you lived in Clear Lake, or this summer I've had students that were in Afghanistan, but I wish I had more of a connection with you guys. I get a chance to sit and I laugh at your video diaries and some of the jokes that you guys made when it came to discussing humor in organizations. And so I want you guys to reach back out to me. Tell me what you're thinking. Tell me how you're feeling. Like, do you understand the course material? How are these assignments helping you to process what's happening in the course material? In addition, something else I wanted to point out to you guys, I am taking a technology break this weekend. I will be at a retreat, and so I will not be available via email on Saturday and Sunday. So that means if you guys have any questions about any of the course material, I will be available to respond to any and all emails before 5 p.m. on Friday. But then after that, I will be away doing research and decompressing from everything that's happening in and around the Houston area. So with that being said, I wish you guys a great weekend. I hope that you guys are actively finishing up your short papers. I hope that you guys are studying hard for your first exam in the course, and I look forward to engaging in another video conference with you guys on Monday morning. Goodbye.